सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page number 121, shloka number 33. Chitte nischalata yate prane madhyapatham gate चिह्नान्येतानि जायन्ते पञ्चभूतजयात् पृथक्. Sureshwaracharya is a Advaita philosopher. According to Advaita philosophy, yoga philosophy is not accepted. Sureshwaracharya is Adi Shankaracharya's disciple. Adi Shankaracharya is an Advaita philosopher. Sureshwaracharya is also Advaita philosopher. According to Advaita philosophy, yoga philosophy is not acceptable. Advaita philosophy is talking a different way of presentation about Brahman, about Ishvara. Yoga philosophy presents a different way regarding Ishvara. Therefore, their philosophy, that means yoga philosophy, is not acceptable to us, to Advaitis. We are Advaitins. In spite of that, Sureshwaracharya elaborately discussing yoga philosophy in this Manasollasa. Very exhaustively he is explaining, you know that. Why he is explaining this much? Even though that philosophy is not acceptable to Advaita, in spite of that he is going threadbare analysis in that yoga philosophy, because the reason is we accept the practical portion, Abhyasa Pada, the practical portion, Abhyasa Pada of yoga, that which is said in Veda. From that Veda itself only it is coming, yoga philosophy also. But Patanjali, his view is different regarding Ishvara, regarding Jivatma. But his presentation of practical application, disciplines in one's life for spiritual pursuit is very much welcome to all of us. It is very much welcomed by all Advaita philosophers unanimously and without any objection. The practical part, Ashtanga Yoga part, is very much encouraged by all acharyas. That is why Sureshwaracharya is presenting that Brahma Jnanam is possible whoever does this Ashtanga Yoga Abhyasa. For them, that philosophy, even though they need not accept, but they can accept the practical part of yoga. So therefore, when we are reading so elaborately, you don't go towards philosophy of yoga. Here we are taking only practical application. Yama niyama asana pranayama pratyahara dharana dhyana samadhi. These steps are very, very useful to internalize the teaching. These disciplines are very useful to internalize the Vedantic teaching. Therefore, with that aspect only we have to study these portions, all these portions which he is talking about. He spoke about the Tarka also, so much logic also he has given. Even Tarka philosophy also we never accept. But Tarka, certain points we use for Vedanta. But we don't accept Tarka, logic, philosophy we don't accept. Certain aspects we use. Even Sankhya also we take. But Sankhya philosophy we don't accept. That is what we do. We take what are all useful for us. Like a swan. Swan, what it does, it takes milk and leaves the water. So intelligently you have to take whatever is good in that philosophy which is useful for us. There is no objection. That's why Advaita student, Advaitic student must be very clear. No philosophy we accept. Either yoga, Sankhya, Tarka, no philosophy we accept. But there certain aspects which are very useful, where they are not objecting our philosophy, that point we take. So, with that aspect we have to look into this portion of yoga. After explaining Ashtanga Yoga, 8 steps, now he is presenting that once you get that chitta ekagrata, once you get focusing mind, chitte nischalata yate. Yate means prapte. Once you gain, ya prapane dhatu. Ya prapane means to gain. If you gain that nischalata, steadiness of what? Chitte, your mind. Once your mind acquired that steadiness, then prane madhyapatham gate. Your prana is in madhyapatham. Patha means margam. Your prana is ready, traveling to Sushumna Nadi. Sushumna Nadi means your right and left Ida Pingala Nadis are helping your prana to flow in Sushumna Nadi. So it goes to Brahmarandra. So Brahmarandra, Sahasrara to Mooladhara, your prana is Madhyagatam. Very, very smooth, rhythmic, no jerks, no any sort of disturbance in your prana. Because of that, mind is steady, prana is steady. Once you have achieved that, Panchabhuta Jayaha Prithak, you conquer the 5 elements. What are those 5 elements? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jalam, Prithvi. Space, air, fire, water, earth. All these 5 elements you conquer. Once you control your mind, you control your prana. Control means disciplining your prana, mind. You get the capacity to conquer the 5 elements. If you conquer the 5 elements, what are the indications? Etani chinnhani jayante. All these indications, the following he is going to give, following indications, they will arise. You can see by that indication, this is the improvement. This is that achievement what you got through Panchabhuta Jayaha. Panchabhuta Jayat. By controlling or by mastering all the 5 elements. Prithak means separately, individually. So in footnote also they have given how one element at what level of your body it works. First one, earth is from feet to knee, the bhumi. The earth part is manifesting. The earth part, bhumi part from foot to knee. The region, no, it is holding that region, that part, that portion. So he is coming from earth, not from akasha. So he is taking from foot. Then water from knees to navel. From knees, enna knees, K-N-E-E-S, knees. Knees to navel. Navel portion is water principle is ruling. It's ruling area. The water principle. Then fire principle from navel to neck part. From navel to neck, the fire principle is holding or controlling. Then from neck to, from up to eyebrows, the Vayu is holding, controlling. From neck to Bhrumadhya, eyebrow center. Then fifth one, Akasha is holding from eyebrows to Brahmarandra, Sahasraram. 5 elements are there in our body. All these 5 elements are controlling each portion of the body. So 5 divisions, 5 elements. Next, we will read that 34th shloka. What are the indication at bhumi level from feet onwards up to knees? How bhumi control, if you get that control over the earth element, bhumi, panchabhutas, bhumi, that is the one of the element. If you control that earth, what will happen? What are the indications? You have mastered that earth principle. Malamutra kaphalyatvam Trakapalpatvam Arogyam Laghutatanoho Sugandhasvarnavarnatvam Prathamam Yogalakshanam. Yogalakshanam. You can ask if a person who is a yogi, what is the lakshanam of yogi? These lakshanam should be there. First lakshanam. Real yogis, we are not talking now present yogis. The real yogi, one who practices sincerely yoga, what is the prathama lakshanam? First, prathama means first. Lakshana means characteristics, features, definition of a yogi. First feature is malamutra kapa alpatvam arogyam. Malamutram. Malamutra means excretions. Excretions are very alpam. Alpam means less. Urine or motion passing, that is very less. It is not too much. He will never get dysentery problems. Urinary problems, motion problems. Malamutram, kapham also. Kapham, you know that kapham. Phlegm. All these are very less in that person. This is what? Arogyam. Laghutatanoho. These are the indications of arogyam. He is a yogi, is one who is having good health. Arogyam. Then Tanoho Laghuta. Laghuta means lightness. Tanu means body. Tanoho means the lightness of the body is the indication. Very easy, is feeling like a bird, you know. He can lift the body, he can leviate the body, he can feel the lightness of the body. உடம்பு இருக்கிறதே தெரியாது யோகிக்கு, அவளை லைட்டாக இருக்கும். லகுதா தனோஹோ. சுகந்த ஸ்வர்ணவர்ணத்வம். Body is, that odor of the body is sugandham. Good smell comes from the yogi's body, sugandham. Swarna varnatvam. There is lot of tejas in the face. Swarna varnatvam. Body is glowing, face is glowing. These are all the symptoms of a yogi. Swarna varnatvam. This is the first lakshanam, yogi lakshanam. Then second lakshanam. Idella padichatira people, all westerners are attracted to yoga. All reading this type of, but our people never bother about all these things. We bother about Brahma Jnanam. That's why we use yoga. But they are all attracted to Swarnam, Sugandham, Swarnam, body color, odor, all these things. Now next, second Bhumika. This is first Bhumika. They are called Bhumika. Now second Bhumika, second Lakshanam. Kantaka Preshva Sangatvam. Jala Pankeshva Manjanam. Pankeshva Majjanam. Chutrudadis Sahishnutvam. Dvitiyam Yoga Lakshanam. Second feature of a yogi, or characteristics of a yogi. By seeing these clues, you can understand what are they. Kantaka Preshva Asangatvam. Kantaka means a thorn. A thorn. Kantaka Preshva means a thorn. When it pricks, no, he won't feel pain. Thorn pricks also, he doesn't feel any pain. Asangatva means he is not attached to that pain. Pain he doesn't know. And Jalapankeshu Amajjanam. Jalapanka means here a wet, soft ground. Wet, soft ground. No? If you go inside, you cannot come out. Quicksand, they say, no? Quicksand. That land, if you enter into, you cannot come out. But this yogi, he goes inside also, he will not drown. That is called Jalapanka. Wet, soft, boggy ground they call. Then Chutrudadi is there. Chutu, Trishna, if you combine, Chutrudadi it is. Chutu, Trishna means hunger and thirst. Sahishnutvam, he can tolerate hunger and thirst. How many hours, how many days? He can tolerate maximum extent, without water, without food. That is possible because of that control over the Jalatattvam. He has conquered the Jalatattvam. That is why Jalam represents water, food, everything. And the Jalapankam also water only. Whatever comes out of that earth and water, the thorn also belongs to earth only. Sahishnutvam, he can tolerate the thirst and hunger. This is Dvitiyam Yoga Lakshanam. These are the indications of a yogi, if he is a real yogi. Then third bhumika, that air principle you can take fire principle, third one. 36th shloka. Bahvannapana bhoktritvam atapadi sahishnutam darshanam shravanam durat tritiyam yoga lakshanam. We can never study Yoga Shastra separately, all these things. This is an opportunity for us to study how great Yoga Shastra, and you can understand. All these are given in Vibhuti Pada of Yoga Shastra. Patanjali Yoga Shastra, Vibhuti Pada, they are all given. Third bhumika, third lakshanam is Bahvannapana bhuktrutvam. Anna means food. Pana means any liquid food, any liquid, juice or water, any liquid. Bahu, he can eat more. He can stay without food and water also. He can eat more also. He can drink more liquids. He can drink more. Bahvannapana bhoktrutvam. Bhoktritva means he can enjoy, he can consume. Atapadi sahishnuta. Atapa means heat. Heat he can tolerate, however much heat comes. In that heat he can walk, he can climb, he can, any adipadat, all extremities of the nature. All extremities of the nature, normal people cannot tolerate. Thirst, hunger, heat, cold. We wear lot of sweaters, but this person walk in the Himalayas without any dress. Therefore, you go and see in Himalayas, we all go with rug, sweater, muffler, that person without any sweater, kambali, just walks on the Himalayas. How is it possible? It is possible for them. The sahishnuta, atapavanna, heat. Adipada, too cold, too hot, everything he, even wind, rain, cyclone, everything he can tolerate. Those days, many people used to do this yoga sadhana and they conquer. Why they conquer? They want to get that Brahma Jnanam. To get knowledge, first they have to conquer this hunger, thirst, all other things. If you disturb me, namak enna oru paragraph padikradhukulla pasi vandirudhu. We cannot sit, adi saapidalana thalavari varum. Adi edavadhu thagara ayiruchina next day motion problem vandidum. So all are interconnected for us. We are not able to sit and study, we are not able to listen also, we are not able to concentrate. Our concentration is very, very less time. If you eat a little bit more, we will get to sleep. Therefore, we are not able to focus on Shastra. Why yogis were very much focused on all these things? Because if you give too much time for body, where is the time for higher knowledge? That's why they master the body for the higher knowledge sake, not to show for the world. We are so great in the kahil. They want to travel inwards more and more subtler layers. Once you conquer the external gross layer, you can grow. This gross layer will not disturb. You can go to subtler layer. And you conquer that mind subtle one, you go more interior to that subtlest. Atma, that Daivam, God, Ishvara, Brahman is subtler than subtlest. Anoraniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. So how to grasp that? Therefore, they master the gross body, subtle body, causal body. They go beyond body orientation, body identification. All three bodies they disidentify. For such a person, this Brahma Jnanam is very, very easy. If you teach such a person who is well disciplined like this, you can teach for them, for 1 week lesson is sufficient. If they sit 1 week, if you teach Brahma all subtle points and all, they understand. Because that much focusing mind, they just grasp exactly what they have to grasp. Very, very, very subtle mind. That is why those people were practicing yoga abhyasa. அதெல்லாம் போயிட்டு அப்புறம் இது வரைக்கும் மிச்சம் என்ன இப்போ ஆசனம் பிராணாயாம மெடிடேஷன் இருக்கா இல்லையோன்னு டவுட்ஃபுல். அந்த பிராணாயாம மெடிடேஷன் ஆல்சோ ஓன்லி ஃபார் health sick people are practicing, not for self realization, not for daiva sakshatkara. Those days people used to practice yoga for daiva sakshatkara. Ipo enna keep fit exercise. So totally we have changed. And the subject lo pona I lose my track. This is the then next line, darshanam shravanam. So bahvannapana bhuktrutvam atapadi sahishnata. Sahishnata means tolerance. Darshana shravanam durat. Durat darshanam, durat shravanam. Avarku dooradarshaname venda. What you are seeing in TV, he can see with just his inner eye. Durat darshanam. That's what Sanjaya has got. Durat darshana means far-sightedness. They can see all the things even which are very, very far. Shravanam, they can listen even distant things. Distant audio sounds they can listen. Our rishis, they heard all Veda Shabdas. How they heard? Akashanlo Veda Shabdam is there, they heard. Why we are not able to hear? Risivati iti rishihi innar. The one who receives Veda mantras is called rishihi innar. That is my derivation, Swamiji's derivation. Don't search in grammar book, okay. Risivati, the one who receives is called rishihi innar. Mantra drashtaraha. The receivers of the mantras which are all in the cosmos. What is that capacity? Durat shravanam. Possible. Tritiyam yoga lakshanam. They never use that durat shravanam, durat darshanam and all, not for mamiyar enna pandra, brother-in-law what he is doing, what neighbors are doing. Because they never have this type of vices. That's why their powers are used to work for only constructive, not for destructive, negative purpose they never use. If they use negative purpose, they destroy, the powers will destroy the same person. That's why they were very, very careful to just to master the body-mind complex. They have used that yoga sadhana. So you all should listen in that positive direction. You have to listen this yoga. Okay, next one, fourth bhumika. Manduka plavanam bhumau markata plavanam drumem Akasha gamanam cheti chaturtham yoga lakshanam. That means you understand Sureshwar Acharya how thorough he is in Yoga Shastra. Otherwise you cannot write all these things now. Manduka plavanam. Yogi is one who is having the capacity of hopping like a frog. Mandukamanna frog. He hops like a frog. He jumps like a frog. Manduka plavanam. Where na? Bhumau, on the earth. Then Markata plavanam drume, on the trees. Just as the monkey jumps from one branch to another branch, this yogi can jump. See, a monkey, when he is jumping from one branch to another branch, it will not have the gravitation. The gravitation force is not there, it has a capacity. Just we jump and we will fall. They go on jumping from one tree to another tree. Drume and trees. Upon the tree, plavana means jumping, flying from one branch to another branch, one tree to another tree. And they cross the road also. Road to this side one tree, road to that side another tree, and they jump like that. No? Because of tail they have that capacity. Namakku tail kadiyadu. Therefore you cannot jump. Tail helps to balance. No? The monkey likes its tail. Because of tail it is having lot of pride. The tail. The tail is there. Monkey and tail is artham. We are also va naraha nanartham. Naraha va naraha. நமக்கு டெய்ல் கிடையாது, அவ்வளோதான். எல்லாம் அப்படி வானர மாதிரி திரும்பி சிரிசமனம் பண்ணுவோம். That's why they say Markataka Brahmachari. Or Brahmachari is like a monkey. Okay. So, Manduka Plavanam Bhumau, Drumed Markata Plavanam, Akasha Gamanam Cha Iti. Even he can fly in like an aeroplane. If he want to go, he need not go by Kingfisher or Jet Airways. His own plane is there. What is that plane? In his own body. He flies like that and he goes to Himalayas. Wherever he want to go, he will go. எவ்வளோ நன்னா இருக்கும் நமக்கெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்ச கிளாஸுக்கு வரத்துக்கு டிராஃபிக் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லாமலே, தீபாவளிக்கு ப்ராப்ளம், பொங்கலுக்கு ப்ராப்ளம், விஜயதசமிக்கு ப்ராப்ளம், இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ரொம்ப நன்னா இருக்குமே. ஆகாஷ கமனம் செய்தி சதுர்த்தம் யோக லக்ஷணம். Finally, what Yoga Shastra says, never go towards these powers and all. Shastra says, even Yoga Shastra, Patanjali himself discard all these things. Even they come also. They are all naturally they come. Very, very natural once you are very deep into Yoga Abhyasa. But never look at them. Never use them. Those days yogis used them only to protect their life or to protect other life. When there is a danger to their body, to their life only they use. When there is a danger to their life, they use. Sometimes they have to stay in forest, in Himalayas, in dry deserts, they used to say. That time any animal can come and eat. They have to protect themselves when they are in Himalayas or forest or desert. How they can protect? Otherwise, if they don't have these powers, they cannot protect themselves. So suddenly they can fly, suddenly like frog they can jump, they can protect from these animals, serpents, tigers, lions. That's why they need. Namakku thevai illa. So they need for their life protection. And they protect other people also when their life is in danger. Adukku da thavare, not to show, to get name and fame. See, I have a lot of siddhis. And kaamikkiradhukku illa. Only to protect my life. And until that time I get to Brahma Jnanam, I have to survive, no? So they want to protect their life. For that sake they used to use. Next one. Last Bhumika, 5th Lakshanam, Yoga Lakshanam, 38th Sloka. జ్ఞానం త్రికాల విషయం ఐశ్వర్యమణిమాదికం అనంత శక్తిమత్వం చ పంచమం యోగలక్షణం. త్రికాల విషయ జ్ఞానం. త్రికాల జ్ఞాని knows about the past, present and future. In Andhra Pradesh there is one Siddhar, Veera Brahmendra Swami. He is a Trikalagnya. Thousands years back he said Indira Gandhi, that widower is going to rule the country. Thousands years back he said and went off. Whatever he said, it is just happening now. All the invaders will come and attack the country also, he said. In generations, that next generations which are all going to come, all like our dwarfs, height will decrease. Height romba kammiya irukuma. Lilliputs nu solluvan. Lilliputs enna dwarfs. Height kuranjinde varudillayyo. 7 அடி எல்லாம் இப்போ கிடையவே கிடையாது. 6 அடியே பார்க்கறது கஷ்டம். எல்லாம் 5, 6க்குள்ளதான் இருக்கு. எங்க வர 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 இன்னும் குள்ளமாக வருவான்னா அது கூட சொல்லிட்டார் அவர். ஸோ நிறைய வாட் ஆர் ஆல் திஸ் ஃபியூச்சர் கோயிங் டு ஹேப்பன், எவ்ரி திங் இஸ் செட். தட்ஸ் வை they respect that Siddhar. Everybody reads that. என்ன திரிகாலக்ஞா, லைக் பஞ்சாங்கம் மாதிரி. பஞ்சாங்கம் எழுதிருப்பான் என்னென்ன வரப்போகிறது, வாட் பேடி கம்ஸ் திஸ் இயர், how much rain comes, how much drought, famine, all this said in Panchangam. Trikalagnya means all our rishis were Trikalagnyas, and they close their eyes, what is happening where, everything they know. That is called Trikalajnanam. Jnanam trikala vishayam. Trikala vishayam. Bhuta, bhavishyat, vartamana kala jnanam. They know. Aishwarya manimadikam. Aishwarya means they are very rich. Aishwarya means what? They have power. Ishwarasya bhavaha aishwaryam. They are having that overlordship in animadikam. Anima, etc. siddhis. 8 siddhis are there that are also given here. Just I enumerate. Ananta Shaktimatvam cha. Ananta means limitless. Shaktimatva means capacity, power. Limitless power also they have got. This is the 5th yoga lakshanam. What are the 8 siddhis? Just I will explain. In your book also they have given. For your interest I am explaining. They are not necessary, but therinjikalame enna irukane. Hanuman has got all these things. What are all said here, Hanuman was having. Even Indrajit has got. Indrajit has got all these. Who is Indrajit? Ravana's son. So all Rakshasas have got all Ashtasiddhis. Almost they are all yogis. So they can control. What are the Ashtasiddhis? First one, Anima. Anima means power to become small like an atom. Power to become small like an atom. And they can, why they have to become small? They can disappear. This is what Hanuman did when he wanted to see Sita. He came as normal Hanuman, but suddenly when he is talking to Sita, some Rakshasas, that Ravana is coming, then he has to disappear. If Ravana says apadiye, he will crush the Hanuman. So therefore he has to disappear. Then Hanuman became very small, Anima. and went like a small monkey and sat on the tree. Ravana didn't see at all. That is what, to protect themselves. When Rakshasas comes to kill any time, Hanuman has shown his Mahima. He is huge Vishwarupam. Like that. So Hanuman is the best example. Okay. Anima, Laghima, to become light like a cotton. Panj madri. And fly away. So that they can fly away. Then how he crossed the ocean, now you understand? He has crossed the ocean by becoming Laghima. Because using that Laghima power to become light like a cotton and to fly away. Then Mahima, to become big like a mountain. Hanuman ஞாபகம் வருது எனக்கு. இதெல்லாம் ஒண்ணா படிக்கும்போது. Big like a mountain. When he thought, I cannot cross the ocean, Hanuman was just sitting. Then Jambavan comes and reminds him, hey Hanuman, you can cross the ocean. Then Hanuman asked, Nana, how can I cross the ocean? Yes, you can cross, you have power. Jambavan is elder than all, eldest in Vanaras. Therefore, he knows the capacity of Hanuman. Yes, you can become very big, you can become light also, you can just fly also. You can grow so height. Yes, then Jambavan go on encouraging. Then Hanuman showed his Vishwarupam. You see that, how much you are growing? Like that Hanuman did. So Hanuman is very, very interesting character in Ramayana. நமக்கெல்லாம் வெத்தலைப்பாக்கு வடமாலை தான் போடுவோம். அவருடைய அந்த ஹனுமானுடைய விபூதி படிக்கணும் ராமாயணம்ல. வேறு சுந்தரகாண்டில் இருக்க எல்லாமே. சுந்தரகாண்டம் பாராயணம் பண்ணுவோம் எல்லாம் எவ்ரிடே. அந்த பாராயணம் பண்ணும்போது இதெல்லாம் பார்க்கணும். அவருடைய at the same time he is so knowledgeable, so much of humility. What a great character Hanuman. No? Then Mahima, third one, to become big like a mountain. Mahima, increasing the body. He want to show his power to Ravana, Hanuman, and he became so big. Suddenly he became small, suddenly he becomes big. Mahima. Then fourth one, Prapti, to attain whatever he desired. Prapti means capacity to attain whatever he desires. Fifth one is called Prakamya. இந்த புக்கில் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு நான் கொடுக்கறது கொஞ்சம் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகே, Prakamya, all the impediments in the willpower. We have willpower. When we want to use our willpower, there are a lot of impediments, obstacles, obstructions will come. But a yogi, because of his Prakamya power, he can remove all the obstacles, obstructions in his willpower. That means his willpower totally he can use without any obstruction. Willpower, impediments in the willpower are taken out. They are taken out from the willpower because of Prakamya Siddhi. Then sixth one is Vishitvam. Vishitvam means all living beings can be conquered. All living beings can be conquered in this stage, Vishitvam stage. Even snake cannot do anything, tiger cannot do anything, lion cannot do. If he sees like this, he use that power, it will stay like there. We have read in so many Puranas and all. They will not do anything. Just they go just like that. They will not harm this person. If he sees enough, that's all. And the pakkam paarthale podum. They will not enter into that arena. Prakamyam. Vishitvam. Seventh one is Ishitvam. Ishitvam, capacity to master over all the physical objects. What are all physical objects? பௌத்திகமான என்னென்ன பொருள் இருக்கோ உலகத்திலோ, he gets that control over all of them. One attains mastery over all the physical objects. Then yatra kama vashayitvam, last one, yatra kama vashayitvam, yatna kama vashayitvam. Here all the desires are fulfilled. His desires are all fulfilled. Whatever sankalpa he takes, that will be fulfilled. There is no any unfulfilled desire. That's why people go to Siddhar and they pray, please pray for me, use your siddhis for my sake. And out of compassion sometimes they do that. Shankaracharya also did so many siddhis he has shown for the people's sake. So this is the last one over. Ishitvam, or you can say Vashayitvam. Vashayitvam, Kama Vashayitvam. All kamas are fulfilled. So Animadiki idella description. Okay. Now Ananta Shaktimatvam I have explained. Now come to 39th shloka. Pranesu shumnam samprapte nadonta shruyate shtadham ghantadundubhishankabdi Dundubhishankabdi veena venvaditalavat. Prane sushumnam samprapte. Once the prana is flowing through sushumna nadi smoothly, sushumna samprapte. Sushumna nadi means that chakras are there behind in your spinal column. Mooladhara chakram up to Sahasrara there are middle chakras, Agnya chakram, Manipuraka chakram. In all these chakras, the Sushumna nadi is in the middle, which connects to the Sahasrara. In between the Ida nadi and the Pingala nadi, the Sushumna nadi goes from the neck middle portion up to the Sahasrara. When the Sushumna nadi, the prana is in Sushumna nadi, it is flowing samprapte. At that time, what he gets the power na nadaha antaha shruyate ashtadha. In 8 fold ways he listens as sounds inside. Inside his body, he listens 8 types of sounds. நமக்கு பசி சவுண்டு தான் வரும், கர்பர் கர்பர். உள்ள பபல்ஸில் ஏதாவது சவுண்டு, ஸ்டமக்கில் சவுண்டு தான் தெரியும் நமக்கு. இவருக்கு அந்த சவுண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இல்லை. இவருக்கு என்ன தெரியும்னா கண்டா, இந்த மணி கோயிலில் பெல் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த மணி சவுண்டு வருமா, உள்ளக்குள்ள அந்த பெல் சவுண்டு தெரியுமா. ஹி லிசன்ஸ் வித் ஹிஸ் ஓன் ஐஸ். நமக்கு பசி வரும்போது கீன்னு ஒரு சவுண்டு வரும் காதில். இந்த சவுண்ட் எல்லாம் வராது அவருக்கு. அவருக்கு என்ன சவுண்ட் வரும்னா கண்டா சவுண்ட். லிசன் இஸ் த பெல் சவுண்ட். துந்துபி ட்ரம் சவுண்ட். சங்கா காஞ்ச் சவுண்ட். சங்கா மீன்ஸ் காஞ்ச். துந்துபி மீன்ஸ் ட்ரம். Abdi, ocean. You go and stand near the ocean, what sound comes? அதெல்லாம் நம்ம காதில் விடாது. வேர்க்கடல் 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 அதுதான் காதில் விடும். So you want to listen the waves sound, samudra ghosha. They call it as samudra ghosha. Abdi means samudra, ocean, and the sound is beautiful sound. Very nice to listen. You have to go very early morning. இல்லைன்னா நைட்டு யார் இல்லாத டைமில் தான் you have to go and listen the sound. அப்படின்னு போகாது உங்கள் இருட்டில். கொஞ்சம் ஜனசஞ்சாரம் இல்லாத டைமில் போய் நீங்கள் கேட்கணும். அது அவருக்கு இதெல்லாம் உள்ளேயே வருமா. இவர் யோகி நீட் நாட் கோ டு ஓஷன், எவ்ரிதிங் கம்ஸ் இன் த பாடி இட் செல்ஃப். ஹி லிசன்ஸ். வீணாவாதனம், ஆஹா, ஹி லிசன்ஸ் வீணாவாதனம் ஆல்சோ. வீணா, வேணு, flute sound. So 8 sounds he listens. Alternatively he listen, at a stretch he listen. Whatever music he want to listen, he will listen. He need not go to any music kacheri. இன்னைக்கு வீணா ப்ரோக்ராம் வீணா listen. Flute program flute. துந்துவி தபலா இந்த மிருதங்கம் சவுண்டா துந்துவி சவுண்ட் வரும். அதே இல்லை தாளவத்து தாளம் போடுவாங்கன்னா ஜால்ரா தாளம் ஆல்சோ லிசன்ஸ். எல்லாம் வருது. என்ன பாருங்க. These are all very simple to our people those days. Those days. Next sloka 40. Tanuna patati tarat tara tare shatapanopamam ब्रह्मनाडी गते प्राणे बिंबरूपं प्रकाशते. According to yoga philosophy, yoga means yuj dhatu, to unite, uniting the jivatma with paramatma. This is called Daiva Sakshatkara. Uniting this Jivatma with Paramatma is called Yoga. For that sake only all these practices. To get Daiva Sakshatkaram, God realization, they practice all these yoga abhyasas. When the prana enters into that Brahma Nadi. From Sushumna it goes to Brahmarandra. So Brahmarandra means here Kapala. Uchi in Chulva in the okay. In that Uchi, because through Sushumna, that is Sushumna Nadi. When Sushumna Brahma Nadi Gate Prana. Prana means through Sushumna Nadi your prana reaches to Brahma Nadi. Brahmanadi. Brahmanadi gate prane bimba rupam prakashate. Bimba rupam Ishvara. Saguna Ishvara. Shaguna Ishvara shines. So they see, they get the God vision. Upasakas almost of yogis. Yogis were almost upasakas. என்ன தியானம் இருக்கு இல்லையோ, அஷ்டாங்க யோகத்தில் தியான சமாதி இருக்கு. தியானம் ஆன் ஹூம் ஹி டஸ். வெட்ட வெளி தியானம் சூன்ய தியானமாக பண்ணுவா யோகி. யோகி டஸ் ஈஸ்வர தியானம். ஆன் பரமாத்மா ஹி டஸ் தியானம். ஸோ ஹிஸ் இஷ்ட தேவதா ஹி கெட்ஸ் த தர்ஷனம் ஆஃப் தட் இஷ்ட தேவதா. ஸோ பிம்ப ரூபம் பிரகாசத்தை மீன்ஸ் பரமாத்மா தர்ஷனம் ஹி கெட்ஸ் Ishvara. Because they never accept Nirguna Brahma. So he gets what? Saguna Ishvara Darshanam. How he gets that Brahma Bimbam, how it shines? It shines like Tanunapat. Tanunapat like a fire. Fire eppadi prakashama irukum, அந்த அளவுக்கு பிரகாசமா அந்த இஷ்ட தேவதா தர்ஷனம் he will gets. Yogi gets that. Fire, a conflagration fire, when you saw how much prakasha is there, that much prakashantroda Bhagavan he gets darshanam. But of course Saguna Apara Prakriti Ishvara. Tanunapat, like then Tatit. Either it is like a lightning. Tatit and lightning. Tanunapat Tatit. Tatit and lightning. Just as the lightning comes, no, the Bhagavan comes and appears and disappears. He comes like lightning. How much time lightning stay? Fraction of seconds. Like that, Bhagavan comes and disappears. Then Tara, like shines like a star. Bhagavan appears like a star. Blink, no? Shining star. Or Taresha. Taresha means moon. The Lord of stars. All stars are the wives of Chandran. Andukani Taresha. Tara anna, not Sinva Tara. Okay. Tara means star. Isha means the master, lord of stars and Chandran. Chandra is the big star. Okay, not film star. Okay, big star. Tara, Isha, Upama, Tapana, sun, how sun, blazing sun prakasham, the Bhagavan darshanam comes like a blazing sun. Upamam, like that. Upamana, comparison. Like that, this yogi gets a bimba rupam prakashate. When, because of all these sadhanas over, at last the Sushumna Nadi, it merges with Brahma Nadi and Bhagavan Darshana. Adhikada in the yoga abhyasa mellane. Whole yoga abhyasa is only meant for Bhagavan Darshana. Understand? Yoga is not to keep a fit exercise, not to reduce blood pressure, not to cure the diseases all. They are all secondary byproducts. To avoid all side effects. I read one joke. One person is taking tablet and he is cutting all sides of the tablet and swallowing the tablet. Then another person asked, why you are cutting the sides of the tablet? And to avoid side effects. To avoid side effects, I am cutting the tablet. அது மாதிரி யோகா எதுக்குறான்னா கீப் ஃபிட் எக்ஸசைஸ் என்ன எப்படி சொல்லலாம். இது படித்தா நம்ம பண்ணுற யோகா யோகமே இல்லைன்னு தெரியறது. புரியறத? சரி, நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லோகா வில் ரீட் 41. ஸ்வாசச்சரந்தி யாவந்தஹ मनुष्यस्य दिनं प्रति तावन्ति योजनान्यर्कः श्वासे श्वासे प्रधावति. Now the movements of the sun and our shwasa is compared. How the sun moves, how much distance he moves, how much our shwasa, our respiration. He says, shwasa charanti yavantaha manushyasya dinam prati. One day, how much shwasa, how many times we take, that many yojanas the sun moves. We cannot calculate the sun movement. Sun movement, how can you calculate? You can calculate by your breath. 21,600 times we do respiration per day. Those many yojanas he travels. Who? Sun. One yojana is so many miles. Adella he is going to describe. Very interesting. How all are connected, you know. They study our shwasa and sun movement. Sun never moves. But how he says moves, another we will see in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.